Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. It's 80s cheese, personified and perfected.
Now it begins.
Night of the Demons from 1988. I first saw this film when I was in my mid-teens. I loved it then. I love it now. The plot. A group of 9 or 10 teens, I always lose track, I think it's 10, head off to Hull House, where demons lay, bitch. It isn't until they disturb the demons that they come out to start possessing the teens and to take them over one by one. It's a basic plot similar to Demons from 1985 and The Evil Dead, but it's done in a goofier way, and I actually like that about it. It's not self-aware, but it does have its tongue planted firmly in its cheek. The acting is nothing to write home about, but it does feel intentional. Judy, played by Kathy Powdwell, her first movie role actually, is snooty? She's a whiner, a complainer, and she screams a lot, but she's also our main character, so we gotta deal with her. She's the goody-goody two-shoe, the teacher's pet, and I just don't like her.
Why me?
In the movie, her character, but I think she does kind of grow on you, because she does become kind of a kick-butt character by the end. Roger, played by Alvin Alexis. He is a coward to the umpteenth degree, and he's always bailing on everybody. He's being smart about it, though. And it's not like he's leaving people to die. He's like, come on, we gotta go! Why aren't you following me, guys?
Oh, sweet mother.
And he does make up for some of his more cowardly moments by the end. Sal, played by Billy Gallo, is the Italian of the group. He is a smug guy. He's super Italian. He's almost mafia level Italian.
There's no fool like an old fool.
You son of a bitch!
Hey, cool it, Pops. You want to blow your pacemaker or something?
He's a prick, and I actually love his character because he's so out there compared to the rest of the other characters. Suzanne, played by Linnea Quigley. You know, Linnea Quigley from such films as Return of the Living Dead, Witch Trap, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, a number of other movies. Plays the role up. She's giving it her all, and her all is very awkward yet bubbly. And I don't think she does a bad job, actually. Unlike what I said on my Witch Trap review, which I gave her a kind of backhanded compliment. I didn't mean it to be like that. But I like her character in this movie, and it's kind of funny because the main character in the sequels, who's the demon, isn't Linnea Quigley, even though she's the first one who's possessed. Instead, it's Angela, played by Emilia Kincaid. She's in Night of the Demons 2 and 3 as well. And she's also an exotic dancer, and is the second horror villain to be named Angela. You know, like Angela from Sleepaway Camp. But she uses her exotic dancing moves to try and seduce Sal in one scene. Ends up seducing Stooge, played by Hal Havens, from Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl Bolorama and Witch Trap. Stooge is a pig. He's a perv, but he's really actually kind of lovable. He's a jackass, but I think that he's intentionally annoying.
I said I always carry a spare. I never promised you a tire iron.
Franny, played by Jill Tereshida from Sleepaway Camp 3, is the ethnic Asian one of the group. She also had plastic surgery on her breasts for her nude scene in this film, which was very apparent. She's actually a minor character, along with her boyfriend Max, played by Philip Tanzani, who is also a very infamous voice actor. But Max, he does provide some exposition and information about the house.
As a matter of fact, it was on Halloween night. One went crazy and slaughtered the entire family, then committed suicide.
We also have Jay, played by Lance Fenton, who's the jock. He's the cool guy. He's also a complete jerk. He is also going out with Judy because she has big cha-chas.
You're pretty lucky. She's a real nice girl.
Yeah, are you dating her for her personality? Because she has big cha-chas.
Her little brother in this movie is hilarious, but we'll get to him in a bit. Helen, played by Alison Barron, is probably the most minor character in the movie. She's a fraidy cat. She doesn't like what's going on and is quick to bail with Roger when the going gets kind of spooky. For other characters, we have James W. Quinn, who returned for the sequels, as well as in this movie he did the demon voices. He was also in Witch Trap. There's also Billy, Judy's younger brother, played by Donnie Jeffcoat, who also was in the awesome Ghoulies 2. The dialogue is very 80s influenced. No wonder they brought writer Joe Augustine back for the sequels and even the remake. He knows what kind of dialogue to write in the time that the movie came out. The atmosphere is very spooky and Halloween-like, but it's also very lighthearted at first, and even when the party starts for a bit. However, it gets really eerie once they discover the mirror. Hull House is amazing to look at. It's got so many rooms and is just unsettling. It was torn down not too long ago. I love the matte painting that was done for Hull House during one shot. It's actually the thumbnail for this video. It gives it a more appropriate landscape given the description. David Lewis does create some good cinematography, while director Kevin Tenney shows exceptional work as a cameraman. The shot going over and in front of Linnea Quigley is kind of like that shot in The Evil Dead. This had a $1.2 million budget, and it made a little over $3 million at the box office. The gore, the effects. This is not the goriest demon movie out there, but it has its moments. We get a gnarly eye gouging with a to satisfy, a severed arm, a ripped out tongue, and some other bloody goodies. The effects work is pretty solid. It's all practical effects, of course. However, they don't particularly stand out as being spectacular. I feel the amount of actual gore in the movie is because of that. Low budget isn't an excuse. I mean, just look at The Evil Dead. There should have been a lot more blood and gore, but I think it has a decent amount. The motion picture soundtrack. Dennis Michael Tenney, aka Kevin Tenney's brother, does great work on the music for this movie. I actually love it so much I bought the CD. It's very technical with keyboards and other fun stuff to complete the instrumental stuff. Stuff. The opening Night of the Demons theme is ultimately the highlight. I also love the songs in here. Victims of the Press, Computer Day, and especially The Beast Inside. They are all amazing 1980s tracks. They are fun and heartfelt. Now, before we wrap this up, let's get into some sweet facts with Telltale Treats. It would have made a killing in theaters had it been put out everywhere, but it wasn't distributed worldwide. It projected a possible $13 million box office income. That's a lot for back then, by the way. Angela wears cross earrings at first, but once she becomes possessed and dancing around with Stooge, the earrings are upside down. This was originally titled Halloween Party all the way until its release. It was eventually dropped because of the similarities to Halloween, which probably wouldn't have been a problem had Halloween 4 not had been coming out. There were some other titles, like Demon Boogie, that were thrown around, but eventually it just became Night of the Demons. So what do I think about Night of the Demons? Demons. This is a hell of a fun movie. It's got a fun cast, great camera work, and cinematography, decent carnage, and a fitting musical score. Some of the acting is a bit annoying, but probably intentionally bad in places. It's needed a bit more gore, and the pacing is a bit slow in parts. Still, it builds up upon fear and atmosphere, and I think in that way it delivers. I might never go to a party like this, but Angela will throw more in the 90s, for sure, and we'll get to those next. Overall, I give Night of the Demons, the 1988 cult classic, a 3 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you'll get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Also, hit that notification bell, and as always, subscribe.